Here we are. We made it just fine to Lake Greenwood State Park, and I see the lake right out that way. And this one is nice and paved. Look at the slope on that. Oh my gosh, I just saw that. Gee, many crickets. Down here is not bad, but boy, you don't want site 6. No way, 6 is a nix. 4 is a little pull through right there, but you need a small one there. So this is very much more park-like. Very nice. The spot we're in here is number 5, and it does slope downhill, but it's a slight slope. So I pulled it right to the edge of the pad there so that we could have more room on the other side, and then I could park the truck in here. I probably could have left the truck hitched up and we would be right up here. So it's right at 40 feet, guys. And maybe I could have gone back a couple more feet on the other side over here. But this is facing the right direction. We're away from that hot west side. So you can see I just had to put a couple of plunkers down there, a couple of links, and I could have come back maybe a couple more feet. Not much, but a nice area here. And you got your human food hook over there, and a grill to plop down, and a nice sandy area. So cannot complain. We're at, it's called 96. I think that's the name of the town. But there's a historic battlefield area around here we want to see. And if we come up with something else, we'll let you know. We're here 3 nights, I believe. I hear a bird. Finally, hardly any birds at the last place, Kings Mountain State Park. Little view of the lake here. Camper's right up there. Now it does say face mask required inside. Doing the men's room. A couple of stalls there and hand washing station. What was really interesting, the last place we were at, Kings Mountain State Park, they didn't have any way to dry your hands, which I thought was rather odd. But anyway, a couple of showers here. It's gonna work. And it's cold in here. They've got AC. Probably switchable between hot and cold. So, brr. It's chilly. Today's in the 70s. Love it. This would be a really nice place to work. This is the back of the park office, and they've got a big green area down here. Looks like a walkway going around that way, and a nice sun deck back here. You could come out here and have your lunch and make money too. Okay, up here at the park office, you need to come in here and go through this Legacies of the Civilian Conservation Corps. And I mean, this is really, really good. So it's one of the best compilations of information about the Corps that I have seen in a long time. We've been in here 20 minutes or so. There's videos and information about Roosevelt, when he started the program for the CCC, and there's all kinds of stuff in here for you to read, go through how they did it, which parks they worked in. They were really active in South Carolina too, so this is really good work. We eat this stuff up. Let me put it that way. Well worth your time. A lot of reading. Probably take you a half hour, 45 minutes to read all this stuff. We're trying. One of the things we wanted to come see while we were here is in '96. This is the historic National Historic Site, and it's a loyalist and patriot battle area, and that's Star Fort. And they dug these trenches along here at night, and they zigzagged all the way up as close to the fort as they could get. And this is really interesting. They haven't done a full excavation yet, but I'm sure they'll plan on getting around to that. It's really cool. So you can go inside the fort over there and look at it. And of course it was much, much deeper then, and afforded a lot more safety. So it was really interesting to go around and look at all of this. So if you want to read that, go ahead and pause. Hopefully that will come through okay for you. There we go. It's one of the best preserved fortifications, earthworks, Revolutionary War earthworks. And over there is the gun tower that they built. That's only about 10 foot high now. Back then it was 30 feet tall and built in a single night. So this is just a gorgeous area. Of course it was a devastating area, but still, it is beautiful to come around here and see this. Okay, what I wanted to show you, there is a primitive campground area down here where you can do some primitive camping, tent camping, not for campers. Then there's a loop down here on the end. Now this was originally designated for blacks, and that was before 1966 when South Carolina integrated their state parks. So this area down here was separate, and that's why it's so far away from the other main part. A sad part of our history, of course, but did want to show you that there is primitive camping, tent camping, and that's just right up here. There's parking up there for the tent camping. So if you want to put your camper over in Campground 1 and 2 and drop your in-laws off over here with tents, that'll work. I'm down in Campground 2, and really it looks almost just like the other one, Campground 1. The same type of back ends. This one isn't too bad. Just check your lengths. This is number 108. This would be a pretty good little spot. It's kind of flattened out, leveled out here for about a 25 footer, 20 maybe. But you got access right down to the water. You can go down there and fish all night if you want. So, but it does go uphill quite a bit right there. So it stops about right there. You're going to have your front end down. I parked right over there just to give you an idea of the slope. So everything is a little bit sloped. These over here, 105, 107, they look pretty good. And the bathroom is right on up over there. And we're just kind of going around the loop here. I think there's fewer campsites here at this spot, this campground, loop 2. So, but boy, sure have a nice view of the water out there. These would be nice sights. Well, one advantage of being down here in this Campground 2 is there's a boat launch and a little deck going out there, and a blue heron. I doubt he will be here when you get back, but now we're on over that way on Campground 1 in that area. And I just saw a fairly decent pull-through right over there where that car is. Now, I'm not sure what number that is, but you could look it up on the map. Oh yeah, and just right up from the launch, boat launch right there, is parking for your trailer and tow. I'm on the furthest point. I think you can get on the east side or southeast side, I believe. And this is a shelter loop down here with lots of picnic areas. So here you'd be on the very furthest point, and you could do some serious fishing here for the day. And the lake goes all the way around. And it goes around that bend and another bend. So yeah, it's pretty cool around here. There's a lot of parking there too, where people can pull off and just fish and have a good time. Oh, and up here by the all of these shelter areas, there are bathrooms, so you're not left without that comfort. There's plenty more picnic sites over on the other side over there too. There's no shortage of them anywhere. Okay, let's do a wrap up here of Lake Greenwood State Park. And if you notice on all those red marks for sites on here, those are full hookups. So when you go to make a reservation, if you look up, there's quite a few. So you could look out there, but look at your elevation and the decline on some of those sites like I showed you. Yep, overall, this was a really good park. We really enjoyed it. It was a chill day yesterday. We did go to 96 Military History Park. That was really, that made the whole thing, 96. I mean, that was great, and the weather was perfect. It cooperated with us, and we did enjoy it. So I would give this about a medium to 3/4 of good. There are some pretty uneven spots here, so watch out on that. But the view is great. That's a big lake, and boy, if you have kayaks or canoes that you can bring, even motorized boats, like I showed you, that's a big lake. You can get out there and do some serious boating. The overall state here, if you will, it's a little sandy, but it's really a nice place. So I do think this would be, if you're in the area, this is one you want to go to. Other than that, there's really nothing bad about the place at all. I mean, it was pretty quiet, and I think you'll really enjoy it. So get out there, do it, and please be safe and go to 96 Military History Park. That was great. Thank you much.